The Belgian town of Ypres is situated in the province of West Flanders, and the city played an important role in the long history of the Flanders textile industry. During the First World War, Ypres was a major battleground, with several large battles being fought from 1914 to 1918. The Menin Gate Memorial contains 54,000 names of soldiers who have no grave, and the surrounding countryside is scattered with permanent reminders of what happened here 100 years ago. At 6:30 a.m. on the first day, the competitors headed to scrutineering for the pre-event technical and administration checks. The checks are made to ensure all the entrants are competing within the rules and their cars match the historic technical passport that is submitted to the FIA. The officials also ensure that the safety equipment on the cars and the crew's personal kit, such as helmets and overalls, meet with the current safety standards. Scrutineering is also an opportunity for the international crews to have a friendly catch-up and to have a good look at the rival cars prior to the start of the rally. Once the checks are complete, the cars are issued with a sticker certifying that they comply with the rules. They can then start the Ypres Historic Rally later the same day. The start ramp in the centre of Ypres was a hive of activity, with the number 201 Porsche 911 of Round 3 winners Karl Wagner and Gerda Zorner the first car over the start line. The number 203 Lancia Delta Integrale of Round 2 winners Lucky and Fabrizia Pons was the leading FIA Championship entered car on the Ypres Rally. The Italians had a lot of opposition from several local crews whose vast experience on the twisty farm tracks gave them a distinct advantage. By the end of day one, the Lancia was lying second overall behind the number 219 BMW M3 of local driver Bjorn 6. The number 201 Porsche of Karl Wagner was leading the Category 3 battle in 7th overall, well ahead of the chasing pack led by Belgian Piet de Klerk in the number 217 Porsche. FIA Championship regular Pentti Väikönen was in 3rd place at the end of day one. Anders and Ingrid Jonsson led the way in Category 2, the Swedes out in front by just 10 seconds at the end of the 3rd stage. The tricky farm roads caught out a few competitors, including Anders Jonsson, who lost a few seconds when the Porsche had to take to the escape road at a tight right-hander on stage 2. Carlo Ma's Porsche 911 was lying in 2nd place close behind the lead car, the Belgian driver battling hard to take maximum championship points on his home event. Reigning Category 2 champion Laszlo Meckler was chasing the two leading Porsches, the Alfa Romeo lying in 3rd spot at the end of day one. Category 1 championship leaders Ernie and Karen Graham held the upper hand in the class battle in their Ford Escort twin cam.
80, 6 right cut 1 and 6 left cut 1. What's this? 6 right cut 1 and 6 left cut 1. 100. 100 square right plus.
The British crew were leading the way by just 12 seconds ahead of the number 242 Ford Escort of Heiko Douglas, with Antonio Parisi in the number 234 Porsche nearly a minute behind the two leading Fords. Day 2 saw the hot summer weather continue, with temperatures approaching 30 degrees. In Category 1 it was disaster for the two leading Fords. Ernie Graham's Escort retired with a broken gearbox, with the second Escort going off-road and into a ditch on the penultimate stage. Antonio Parisi took control of the class and came home to record the Italian team's second win of the 2019 season. On day 2, Carlo Mael overhauled the leading Porsche 911 of Anders Jonsson, the Belgian driver recording his first class win of 2019 by over 3 minutes at the end of the 14th and final stage. Anders Jonsson kept fighting and came home to finish second. Karl Wagner's Porsche was an early retirement from the lead of Category 3 on day 2. Isa Peltonen's Toyota Starlet finished 4th in class, with fellow Finn Pentti Väikönen taking 3rd place behind local driver Piet de Klerk. The Category 3 win went to the number 210 Audi Quattro of Italian driver Zippo, a great result after the Audi suffered gearbox issues on day 1 of the rally. After several retirements in Category 4, Tim Jones's Ford Sierra finished 6th in class, 50 seconds behind reigning champion Walter Jensen's BMW M3. The top FIA Championship car was the number 203 Lancia Delta, Lucky keeping the car out of trouble to finish 2nd overall and claim maximum championship points. The Lancia was 1 minute 34 seconds behind the overall winner, the number 219 BMW M3 of Belgium's Beyond 6. The Lancia Delta headed up the finish ramp for Lucky and Fabrizia Pons to collect their trophies. However, the biggest cheer of the day was for local drivers Beyond 6 and Arie van Robays. All that remained was to spray the celebratory champagne at the end of another epic Ypres historic rally.